all you stranded time travelers, and welcome back to Memory Lane Gaming, playing Back to the Future, the game. I've got a plan.
I think I'm starting to get a plan.
Good. Tell me. No, no. After all, it's my history we're talking about. If I learn how you're planning on altering it, my resolve may weaken.
Alright. I am your host, the Tanuki McFly. The Tanuki McFly. There we go. Let's talk to Edna.
Back again, Mr. Crockett? What can I help you with?
I was thinking.
What can you help me with? I talked to Trixie.
I found out about Trixie Trotter.
Yes?
Apparently they made her some sort of queen of the festival. Techne, the muse of progress.
They didn't. Well, they said this expo would give Hill Valley a reputation. I didn't realize this is what they meant.
What have you got against Trixie?
It's the idea of it. Allowing our city to be represented by a woman like that. I won't stand for it. As a socially conscious citizen, I demand you discharge that muse.
Trixie? What's wrong with her?
Oh, she's hardly qualified for an honorific post at a public event.
Look, lady, she fits the costume. She's an American citizen, and she managed to memorize all her lines. What more qualifications do you want?
Oh, these people are impossible.
And she's smiling again.
Why do you want to get Trixie fired?
One simply can't allow women like that to attain positions of respect in society. It creates a very bad precedent for the future.
Does it?
But try telling it to this poor sap. She's got him completely steamrolled. That's how they operate.
Is it?
Still, I could get her discharged if I had the goods on her. No doubt a woman like that has left a trail of scandal, and I'd find it if I were still a reporter. But I haven't got time to do the legwork now. I'm too busy with Emmett and his invention.
Well, then you really don't care that much, do you?
So you wouldn't hesitate to get Trixie fired from her job?
If I had the goods on her. She's obviously got her employer completely bamboozled. The only way to snap him out of his spell would be to show him something really shocking.
Bamboozled.
That's all the questions I got.
Very well, then. How about you? Have you got any questions for me?
No.
Then kindly let me pass.
I'm afraid I can't until I've located your registration form.
Oh, this is absurd!
Sorry, guys. I'm sure Arthur does have a question for her. It's, why are you such a bitch?
Hey, pal.
Oh, geez, this guy again.
Hey,
Funny, I was gonna say the same thing.
I saw somebody back here when she was talking, but I couldn't recognize who it was. It's Cue Ball! Shouldn't you be in jail?
Shouldn't you be in jail with the rest of kids' gang?
I was, but then an opportunity availed itself and I
Sang like a canary.
prefer to think of it as exhibiting an admirable sense of self-preservation.
What is up with his teeth?
Will you be playing piano for Trixie later?
Nah,
Why not?
'cause little Miss Goody Two-Shoes thinks she's too respectable for cue ball these days.
Oh, sad little Cue Ball.
You seem kind of angry about Trixie.
Angry. Listen, kid, me and Trixie go way back. I know stuff about her that even kid doesn't know. Stuff that'd curl your socks.
Really?
Oh, yeah. And now to see her flouncing around the place, making like her stink don't smell, it just cheeses me off, you know?
I sometimes get parmesaned off. I know exactly what you're talking about.
So what's so, toe-curling about Trixie's past?
Yeah, like I'm gonna tell you.
Oh, come on.
No.
Tell you what, I'll tell you something embarrassing about me first.
Like what?
My mom saw me in my underwear. My mom came on to me. I hijacked a train. My mom saw me in
My mom saw me in my underwear.
That ain't so bad.
Last year?
Okay, that's pretty bad. All right, Junior, you win. That was pretty embarrassing. Almost as embarrassing as this.
Hello.
Is that Trixie?
Yep.
She's not wearing much.
No kidding. She did a lot of these artistic postcards a few years ago. I got a whole set of them.
Can
Really?
I have one?
I don't know. You ain't gonna do nothing bad with it, are you?
Hey, I promise. I'll only use it for the greater good.
Well, okay.
And just like that, I have a picture of Trixie being covered up by a moose.
Have you heard from Kid lately?
We're not exactly on speaking terms these days on account of our varying degrees of incarceration.
What kind of stuff have they got you hauling here?
How the heck would I know? Electro this, robo that, dynamo the other. It's all Greek to me.
Hey, what's with your teeth?
My teeth?
Yeah, they're green.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Seriously, man, what's going on with your teeth?
It's nothing. Nothing.
Oh, crap. What's wrong?
It's these.
Dr. Frinkle's algae cakes?
Ew.
A crate of them fell off the truck while I was unloading it, and I just can't stop eating them. How was I to know they'd turn my teeth green?
Well, the algae part might have been a clue.
Please don't rat me out, Artie, okay? I really need this job.
No problem, but you better let me keep the cakes.
Sure thing, pal.
Okay, I don't know how you're addicted to algae cakes, but okay, we'll just go with it.
Hang loose, pal.
You talk funny, mister.
You talk funny, mister.
No keys. I'll have to find my wheels somewhere else.
That sucks. Hill Valley of the Future. Okay, I appear to be walking around it.
Press button to experience future Hill Valley, circa 1981.
The Jetsons.
I don't think I've visited that timeline yet.
Oh, come on. You remember the Jetsons?
Pleasant dreams, Hill Valley. And the Expo would like to remind you that you can find everything you need to transform your dreams into reality at Hal's Hardware. Hal's Hardware, serving our fair city since 1895. And after the rain, what else? An artificial rainbow, reassuring all the good people of Hill Valley that their needs are taken care of, and life is sweet.
I feel like I'm doing these in the wrong order.
Agricultural advances will make it a breeze to feed our burgeoning population. Tired of waiting for Mother Nature to do her job? Just press a button. Presto! An artificial rainstorm drenches the valley's thirsty crops. Of course, our residents will want to venture forth into the fresh air occasionally. And what better excursion than a pleasure ride in this elevated super train of tomorrow? The century looks bright for our fair metropolis. Jump with us 50 years into the future for a peek at Hill Valley circa 1981, courtesy of Hal's Hardware and the collective imagination of mankind. Could this be our venerable town square? Yes, indeed. Though the form looks strange and new, the function remains the same as ever. But where are all the people? Why, they're underground. A network of burrows extends a mile into the earth, giving future Hill Valley's 10 million citizens plenty of space to work, play, and raise their families.
10 million. Really? Yeah. 10 million mole people. Sounds exciting.
I wish the courthouse did look like that in 1981.
Alright. Train of the future. I broke it!
My future wouldn't be built so shoddily.
Hi, Miss Strickland. I was just...
Break what you like, Mr. Crockett. It's no skin off my nose. Just keep away from Emmett's booth. Speaking of whom, I'd better go see what's keeping him.
He needs space.
Shouldn't you leave him alone? I mean, he said there was still some work to do on his new project.
And that's exactly why I need to be there. Emmett's a very bright young man, but just between you and me, he does tend to get a little distracted by shiny objects. My job is to make sure he stays focused.
But...
Tut, tut. Not another word. I've got the rest of the day all mapped out.
Miss Strickland!
I'm sorry, I don't recognize you. Heavens, you shaved off your hair, but... Carl Sagan?
I'd like a word with you, if I may.
I'm not sure it would be seemly for me to be seen in the company of an alleged arsonist.
I think it may be in your best interest. You see, I know what you're up to.
Let's go somewhere where we can talk privately.
Go. I'll keep her occupied till you get back.
Was it really such a good idea to tell her about your little Einstein you have hiding in your pants?
To all who approach these hallowed halls. What's cooking?
Ideas. Up here. See you, Trixie.
Don't be a stranger.
Got a skateboard.
The underside of this future train model looks familiar. I wonder if it can ollie. That's a good thing these things never caught on.
Yeah.
Trixie's sure got some nice, antlers. This
Antlers.
is definitely something Edna wouldn't approve of.
Nice antlers. Yes.
I just want to make sure. Is this you on this postcard?
Yeah, that was my first photo shoot. You want me to autograph it?
That's okay.
Are you gonna autograph it with like a pen or with like your boobs? Hey, Artie, I got a present for you.
I'm not giving him this postcard of Trixie.
Why? He's probably one of the few people that have actually seen her like that. Okay, I mean few as in like lately. I can't take the DeLorean.
Now that I've got my bitchin' train/skateboard, I don't need the DeLorean to get around town.
Bitchin' train/skateboard. Street.
Hang on, Emmett. Hope you're ready for a big breakup.
There we go. And I'm off!
Emmett?
Whoa.
Thanks again for your assistance, Detective Parker.
Detective? What the hell is Kid doing here?
Nothing criminal, I assure you. I was just getting a mind map of Mr. Tannen for our exhibition at the Expo. The authorities wouldn't allow Edna and I to stage a demonstration of the mental alignment meter with a violent felon, but this little baby is just as good. Okay, let's see now, what's next? Check the stew, sort the maps. Ooh, I almost forgot that.
Edna really is cracking the whip, isn't she?
Well, yes, but she's got my best interests at heart. Without her, I can get so distracted. Did she send you down here to check up on me?
Yeah, she wanted to come herself, but...
She's busy too, I know. Well, you're a poor substitute for Edna's lovely features, but make yourself at home.
Thanks.
No thanks are necessary. Without you, I'd never be where I am now, in love with the woman of my dreams, and a mere 6 hours from my first public triumph as a scientist. Wait a minute. 6 hours? Jumping Jehoshaphat, I'm running out of time!
Nice hat, man. Record player.
I Don't Care by Trixie Trotter?
Edna doesn't approve of that sort of music, but I find it very soothing. Oh.
They say I'm crazy, got no sense, but I don't care.
Okay, his hat's beeping.
Mean offense, but I don't care.
Let's talk
Hey,
to
Emmett,
him.
got a sec?
Why, yes. In fact, I've got several.
Superintendent,
So, you and Edna, how serious are you guys?
Well, we both enjoy a good joke every now and then, but I'd say on the whole we're fairly serious people. Why do you ask?
Yeah.
No. What I mean is, how serious is your relationship?
Oh, well, as a scientist, I can't state this with 100% confidence, but I'm provisionally certain that I'm head over heels in love.
Really? With Edna?
What can I say? She's my muse. In the weeks since we've been courting, she's given me so many wonderful ideas.
Are you sure Edna's the right woman for you?
What do you mean?
She's a control freak, cold fish, dangerous. She's a cold fish.
Don't you think she's a little controlling?
Controlling? Edna? No. She's just giving me a little much-needed guidance. Before I met her, I was such a flibberty-gibbet, always getting distracted by the slightest stray idea. But now, thanks to Edna, I stay focused on the task in front of me, like a narrow-band stream of stimulated photon emissions. Focused!
A flibberty gibbet? Flibberty gibbet. Alright.
Isn't she a little cold?
And fishy?
Don't let the schoolmarm exterior fool you, buddy. Edna's got enough warmth to raise a liter of water from 0 to 100 degrees centigrade. Know what I mean?
Kinda wish I didn't.
Alright.
I don't know. I just think Edna might be a little dangerous.
Oh, I agree.
You do?
Like all independent women, she's a danger to the patriarchal status quo. That's one of the things I love about her. She shakes things up.
You have no idea.
Yep.
I just think you should be careful, that's all.
Thanks for the concern, but I'll be fine.
Grr.
I still don't think Edna's right for you.
Oh? And who is she right for? You?
Yeah.
Me? No way.
Relax. I'm just yanking your tibia.
Don't do that. My tibia is not worth yanking.
Is all this new stuff what you're showing off at the expo?
Yes. It's our mental alignment meter.
Mental alignment meter? I thought you were working on some sort of rocket car.
Oh, the rocket propulsion system was far too unreliable, as that incident with Einstein proved. By the way, whatever happened to Einstein?
I wish I knew.
Anyway, I started tinkering with an alternate method of propulsion, but that was before things started heating up with Edna. Our conversations about the possibilities of applying technology to social ills pushed my research in a whole new direction.
What's a mental alignment meter?
It's the most revolutionary piece of technology since the cotton gin.
What does it do?
It reads and interprets the subconscious desires of the human mind.
Okay.
Why would you want to probe people's minds?
Why wouldn't you? Imagine being able to diagnose mental disorders with a flick of a switch, or detect the truthfulness of courtroom testimony merely by connecting a witness to a small portable device.
Your machine does all that?
Not yet. Frankly, right now the whole thing's just a gussied-up potentiometer. But with years of refinements and a whole lot of investors, the MAM will be able to identify countless psychosis and neurosis, alcoholism, acrophobia, Oedipal complexes.
And?
And then we can set about curing them, of course.
Of course. How does the mental alignment thing work?
Here, I'll show you.
Hey!
The test subject wears this mind-mapping helmet, which probes the brain by measuring fluctuations in skin conductance and electrical resistance on the surface of the parietal lobe.
Uh-huh.
When I turn on the mind-mapping helmet with this radio switch, the subject is exposed to a series of visual stimuli, intended to provoke a series of positive or negative responses, as indicated by these lights on the helmet.
Hey, is that?
As the responses are recorded, they're relayed to this special typewriter, which prints out a punch card that represents the subject's mind map.
All I see is a bunch of holes.
Well, to you, maybe. But to our mental alignment meter, this mind map is nothing less than a peek into your subconscious. Observe as I place your mind map into the MAM.
Layabout. Is that machine calling me a slacker?
No, your own physiological responses did.
Anyway.
Did you do this yourself?
Did you make a mind map of yourself?
Of course. Take a look.
Edna's right. You are a model citizen.
At least as far as my invention's concerned. Confidentially, this whole enterprise is a little light on the hard science and a little heavy on the smoke and mirrors.
Can't believe you invented all this in 2 months.
Well, like I said, there's not really a whole lot of inventing going on here. I just dressed up a $5 potentiometer with a lot of bells and whistles.
But...
Don't get me wrong, it does a remarkable job of telling whether a subject is currently liking or disliking what they're experiencing. But all the extra stuff about sorting out criminals from model citizens is mostly a bunch of hooey at this point.
Hooey.
Now, what's with the new threads?
You like them?
You look like Colonel Sanders.
Who?
Never mind.
Edna gave them to me. She says my usual clothes don't have enough zing for a public exhibition.
Okay.
You look busy. Why don't we talk later?
Sure thing.
The mind of a degenerate criminal.
This kid Tannen's mind map, as captured by our mind map helmet.
You could tell he's a criminal just by looking at this?
No, but when it's fed into the mental alignment meter...
Weird.
Weird nothing. It's science.
Science. And I'm on the other side of the table.
What's this?
The mind map cards from the dozens of subjects I've tested during the last few weeks. I've got to get them sorted before the expo begins.
Why?
Edna's got this grand scheme to catalog all of Hill Valley citizens by their mental alignment. Isn't that cute?
Not really.
A little creepy, maybe. Fish tank.
How goes the bacteria farm?
Not so hot. The bacteria have kind of gotten out of control. I had to put a clamp on the nitrogen tube to keep the stench from flooding the lab.
Ew.
Uh-oh.
Ugh. Did the clamp fall off again?
Yeah.
Something
Put
like
it back
that.
on. Oh, I don't even know why I keep that bacteria tank around. Every time the clamp falls off the nitrogen tube, it takes a couple of minutes before I can get the stench out of the air. Whew.
Oil can.
What's this?
That's a can of used motor oil, rocket fuel waste, and assorted chemical sludge left over from my abandoned rocket car.
Gross.
Accounting doesn't enter into it, but it is disgusting. Would you mind disposing of it on your way out?
Sure.
Gross. Accounting. Test switch, slide advancer, record player, exit, mind map, mental alignment. Oh, what? Helmet.
So when it's turned on, that helmet can really read your mind?
Not really. It's actually a little more than a simple Wheatstone bridge, measuring galvanic skin responses to various sensory stimuli.
Like those pictures you showed me?
Precisely. The theory is that good citizens will have positive reactions to positive figures, while bad citizens will have positive reactions to negative figures, and so on.
And it really works?
So far.
Alright. Interesting. Oh, hello, generator.
I'd be
Sharpen
careful
the
of that
pencil.
if I were you.
Why?
The rocket fuel experiment must have stripped one of the teeth in the hand crank. As a consequence, if you turn it for more than 10 seconds, it
Oh!
sends out an electric shock.
Maybe you should have, said that before I shocked you. But, whatever. Hello?
What's this?
It's the placard we'll be putting in front of our booth at the expo.
The scientist that caught Kid Tannen?
A small exaggeration, but Edna says it'll attract investors. What do you think of the picture?
Honestly? You look like you got a fart.
You look a little... constipated.
What? Edna said I looked intense.
Yeah, intensely focused on taking it.
I get the picture. I'll have to find a better one. Unfortunately, there's a lot to choose from.
Heavy.
Extremely. Mother has been rather obsessive about photographically cataloging my life.
Heavy. Stew.
Hey, Emmett, what's cooking?
That's an old Brown family recipe for Hassenpfeffer.
Hassenpfeffer.
Rabbit stew. The trick is to add the cumin an hour after the carrots. Take a whiff. Isn't that just about the best thing you've ever smelled in your life?
It's, powerful, yeah.
I've got it on a slow boil for later.
I've actually had a rabbit and squirrel stew, and I'm not really a big fan of it.
Mind if I...
Oh.
Go ahead.
Hooligan!
Ah, that'd be Mr. Needleman's card. I'll just put this in the stack with the other hooligans.
Let's see.
Looks like you got a lot of hooligans.
Yeah, about 90% of Hill Valley thus far. It's a little disturbing.
Okay, never mind. Where's that book you put down? Oh, there it is.
Hey, Emmett, I've got an idea.
What?
Why don't I take your photo album over to Edna so she can pick out your new picture?
That's a great idea. She's got a better eye for these things than I do anyway. Thanks, pal.
Don't mention it.
Okay. Don't really know why I need that. But
Emmett says this album has pictures of him all the way back to when he was a baby.
naked baby pictures?
I hope this stuff doesn't get stains all over my guitar.
Stains. I'm supposed to ruin his suit, aren't I? Let's check something out. I think I clicked on the wrong thing. Hold on. There we go.
Hey, Emmett, I've got a... Whoa! Whoops.
What the heck?
Haha!
Oh, jeez, I'm sorry. Your suit's ruined. Edna's gonna be royally PO'd.
Wrong.
What?
When Edna gave me this suit, I realized that the probability of me keeping it clean was infinitesimally remote, so I spent a few hours whipping up this.
What?
Whoa! What was that?
A chemical compound capable of wiping the grime off any surface.
Emmett, you'll make a fortune.
Not anytime soon, I'm afraid. Due to an inherent instability in its molecular makeup, after 12 hours, the cleanser's component chemicals break down into a series of cloth-shredding enzymes, rendering it unsuitable for commercial use.
Wait a minute. Does that mean your suit's gonna dissolve in 12 hours?
Hey, gods, no. The solution dissipates into the air after it's applied. But it does mean that after this batch of cleanser ages another 11 hours and 53 minutes, it would eat away this suit faster than 1,000 starving moths. And that would be a crisis of unimaginable proportions.
Why?
Because this suit belongs to Edna's grandfather, who wore it on his wedding day. Poor guy was gunned down just a few years later.
Emmett?
Well, enough wool gathering. Back to work.
Okay. I think I'm done.
What?
I was just thinking about the future. All that talk about Edna's grandfather made me realize something.
Please let it be something about lightning.
Life can be short, sometimes brutally so. So why not seize the day and grab your happiness while you can?
I'm not sure I like where this is going.
I was saving this for next Valentine's Day, but why should I? I know what I want.
What?
Edna, no.
I'm gonna ask Edna to marry me. Right now.
No.
Oh, right. I'll wait until tonight at the Expo. It'll be much more romantic that way. Just think. By this time tomorrow, Edna and I will be engaged and will be the toast of the scientific community. And I owe it all to you.
You're welcome.
Oh. That sucks.
Hey, Emmett, I've got to go out for a while.
I thought Edna sent you to make sure I wasn't getting distracted.
Oh, you'll be fine.
Alright, this has been an episode, and I will see you guys next time. For more Back to the Future, the game.